Your Excellency, Mr. Shimon Peres, President of the State of Israel, Presidents, Ministers, members of the diplomatic community, members of the Knesset, esteemed guests. Dear Mr. President, it is a great honor and privilege to open the 4th edition of the Israeli Presidential Conference. Thank you so much for asking me to do so. It could appear something of a contradiction to gather in the holy city of Jerusalem, better known for its 3,500 years of history and philosophy, to talk about the future. But I would rather present the proposal for such an event, Mr. President, as the inspired product of your audacious wisdom. You who have been a mentor and inspiration for so many, and in many respects, the incarnation of our Jewish philosophy. Our philosophy, which has always taught us that reinventing ourselves is a way of building the future, it has also taught us that fostering diversity is a way of avoiding adversity. That is what we will follow during the next 3 days, where we will have the privilege to listen and debate with the best and most diverse scientists, economists, philosophers, and community leaders. The diversity of cultures, geographies, spiritual faith represented here through the more than 4,000 participants from more than 20 countries from the 5 continents, and who are all eager to understand how tomorrow will look like. We're also privileged to have the participation of the Hebrew University, who will reveal to us some of the most advanced technological and scientific innovations. Some of them will revolutionize everyday life. We will see how science transcends borders and drives progress, even if we cannot always predict in advance what form it will take. New discoveries create new opportunities, but also new responsibilities. We need to make judicious choices, and we also need to know how to share our knowledge. When we get it right, scientific development offers a wealth of means to improve the well-being of humanity as a whole. This is worth thriving for. The equation is even more complex in our globalized world. The stock of knowledge is increasing exponentially. Long gone are the days of the polymath who could master science, philosophy, and many more at the same time. We are all more specialized, and for that reason, it is so important that we come together to share and enrich our approaches. We need to find a common language so that the sum of our knowledge is greater than the individual parts. We will try to design the software that will connect generations together. So perhaps one of the key challenges for the next 3 days is to try to find a way to transform this unavoidable complexity into simplicity. I'm convinced the aura of Jerusalem will help us successfully in doing so. Finally, I would like to thank all of you warmly, and especially those who are here for the first time, for simply being here. I'm convinced it will be a fascinating 3 days, and I'm sure that it will be very productive as well. Thank you very much.
And thank you, Mr. Philippe Amon.